let him get going, because once he starts shooting.
Lyles short from three, but a nice rebound on the other end. No foul called as Gray looked like he had some contact, but it'll go back the other way to the Jackson State Tigers, who come into this matchup in search of their first win of the season.
Yeah, I know they really want to see if they can pull that out. I mean, Consolation Championship still, a bonus, but getting your first win of the season could lead to bigger things in the future. So, and the turnover there, that was something that was killing them last night, was turnovers.
And all the way in transition, Akron in for the lay-in, and that is Marvin Musime Kamali, who gets everybody going for the first time. The Zips get that early 2-0 lead. And again, if you had a chance to either be here yesterday or watch the game between Akron and Yale, it was a battle of runs, Leonard. It seemed like, Yale opened up a big run early, then Akron answered back, and we saw the same thing until Yale was finally able to pull away here in the second half.
Yeah, that was first and second half. They went on runs with 11-0 run, and then turned around in another 12-0. So they got to be able to, Jackson got to be able to protect that ball. Last night they had 13 turnovers in the first half, only had 2 or 3 in the second half, but here right now they already had a turnover, which led into a layup, so they got to be able to protect the ball.
Some changes in the starting lineup, by the way, for the Zips. We'll get to that here in a little bit as Jackson State with the basketball and trying to get on the board for the first time here this afternoon. They go inside to the big man, but Grant couldn't finish.
It was a nice move, used his body, just left it short.
Ball goes off one of the officials, and it will go back to the Tigers.
See if they can keep feeding Grant. He was in foul trouble last night, so he didn't get to play too many minutes, so he should have a lot of energy in him.
Also found out after the game that Grant wasn't feeling well, had thrown up prior to the game, so under the weather, but seems to be better now.
Oh, okay.
Tigers with 13 on the clock. Cannaville will leave it for Reno, set up the offense with 5.
Good
nice
ball
move
fake
by McMillian. Too strong on the shot.
Good
Grant
box out
boxed
by
out.
Lyles.
That's right.
Good box out by Lyles.
Amani Lyles did not start yesterday. He is in the starting lineup here today. One of the changes for the Zips. Strong move to the hoop.
There you go.
Yep, and that's Tavari Johnson.
Got to keep him out the paint. Because once he starts making a couple layups, then it is going to open up for that jump shot for 3. So
Zips with the early 4-0 lead, and they get a turnover, so they get Lyles gets it back, but lost the handle. But they're still going to give it to Akron off of that steal. And more substitutions as checking into the game now, Ramel Manzel.
He's coming back in. He had to fix that shoe.
That's right. Dylan Cannaville was in briefly, but now we'll go back to the bench. Lyles now with it for the Zips. Here's Nate Johnson, who struggled a little bit to get on track yesterday. Gray falls down, but able to get it back with 14 on the clock.
See if he can get going today. Good move, good pass. Oh.
Great pass. It was just Musime Kamali couldn't field it, and now the Tigers have it back. We've played just over 2.5 minutes in the first half of this one. 15 on the clock.
Manzel, good move. Nice body, too.
Good defense, and he nearly threw it away. Threw it off the hands of Gray with 5 on the clock. You're right. Impressed with Akron's defense early on.
Yes. They really focus here early. Got to see if they can get a quick play here out of it with 5 seconds left. See what Jackson State going to draw up here. Got to go quick.
Yep. McMillian for 3.
Short.
And Gray tracking down the rebound for Akron. 4-0 lead with the basketball here. We've played 3 minutes. Now Lyles has it, leaves it for Johnson. Yep.
To the paint. There you go.
Draws the foul. That's going to be our first foul call for the night.
Johnson really focused early, too. He's attacking every time he get the ball. Lyles.
Wide open look for Lyles. He'll take the three.
Hesitate.
Short. Yep.
Yeah. Can't hesitate.
Now in transition, here come the Tigers all the way through. McMillian able to get the hoop.
Nice move.
And the Tigers on the board for the first time.
There we go. McMillian getting them going. To the paint again. To the paint.
Yep. And that's Johnson, and that's what you're going to see from Tavari.
Yes.
Fearless going at everybody.
Yes, and I like it. And then that's going to force the defense to have to step back, and then they to open up that jump shot. But he's real active here early in the game.
It's going to be 2 shots for the 5'11 junior from Chicago. Played his high school ball in Lions. Gets an opportunity now from the line. First one's in. Big performance yesterday for Tavari Johnson in that loss to Yale. In fact, Johnson led all scorers in that game with 23 points on 9 of 17 shooting. He only had 1 free throw. He made it. And makes, 1 of 2 here this time around. Ball goes out of bounds over to Jackson State with 16 minutes, 22 seconds left to play here in our first half.
So we got Young coming in from Johnson. I'm sure that's going to be a quick breather to get him back into the game while he's got it going on.
Sharon Young, a 6-foot freshman from Morgantown, West Virginia, Morgantown High School. McMillian now with it. There.
See if we can get that high pick and roll. I got to be ready to shoot the ball. Good defense, Young.
McMillian with a strong take, but lost footing,
Young.
And they're going to call the travel. Seems to be in some pain as he hit the deck.
Hopefully it's not a sprung ankle. Yep.
It looks like it could be as he limps back to the bench. We'll take a timeout with 16 minutes left to go here in our opening half of basketball. Zips with the early 5-2 lead. Five-2 lead for the Zips over the Tigers. One thing to note, we've played 4 minutes of basketball, and Jackson State has already thrown 8 players into their rotation. So
got him in there early.
Yep. Dylan Cannaville, he came in when Menzel had the shoe issue, and then Kavion Hunt and Ebo Wilson also checking into the game. You really liked Wilson yesterday with his effort against the Miners.
Yeah, he was playing well on both ends, not just offense but defense as well, and he brought a lot of energy to the game, so hopefully he can do that again today.
For Akron, Shema Scott checks into the game as well. Shema is a 6'2", 195-pound senior from Cleveland, Ohio, and Shaker Heights. Young with the basketball now for the Zips. 5-2, they lead it early on. Young thought about the three, instead goes right in the lane and gets that shot to go.
Nice floater, way to attack the middle of that zone.
7-2 now the score.
I like defense by Young. He's real active.
Yep.
Turnover.
That's right. You're seeing so far Akron's pressure, and they have already caused 4 turnovers from the Tigers.
Averaging a turnover a minute right now. They got to be able to protect that ball.
Here's Scott with it. And a kick ball will reset the shot clock. Wide open 3 for Nate Johnson. He's short, but look at Grace Sky for the rebound, keeping it alive. Another good three-point look. That one's too strong.
Oh, another
kept
offensive
alive.
rebound.
Akron doing the job on the glass so far.
Young, short.
Finally,
yeah.
Jackson State able to get a rebound, and it's Jamie Mitchell Jr. who draws the contact on the glass, but impressive performances by Akron all the way around. They're only shooting 3 of 9, but 7 rebounds here early on, including 4 on the offensive side.
Yeah, Gray keeps going to that rebound every single time. And Jackson State showing us something different we didn't see last night with that zone. So you got to make sure everybody finds somebody to box out, or they're going to get a lot of offensive rebounds.
Here's Manziel traveling, before he could get going. Turning it right back over. 5th turnover of the game.
See if they're going to stay in that zone. I think that's why they put Hartman in the game. Because of that zone, they went back to man.
Gavion Hunt playing Young. Beautiful bounce pass inside.
And one.
Oh. Couldn't get the shot to fall,
nice
but James Okonkwo will have a pair of free throws coming up to try to extend the lead. You see here one nice bounce pass, great
fake.
position.
Got to stay on your feet.
And that time, Sharon Young just out of position, allowing the 6'8" senior forward Okonkwo to go to the line. He makes the first of 2. And Reyna will check back into the game, replacing Hunt for the Tigers. Also in the game for Jackson State, Tamarian Hoover, a 6'5" freshman. Second free throw, no good. And the rebound cleared by Wilson.
The freshman played some big minutes last night. Let's see if he can keep that going. Good defense by Young. Got to be ready to shoot the ball.
Akron really limiting Jackson State's inside game.
One more pass. Reyna. The
nice
lefty.
fake.
You got to shoot that.
3 ball is up, and that's going to be a 3-shot foul for Mitchell.
Great defense, and then you bail him out by fouling the 3-point shooter.
Not what Young was trying to do as he was trying to get out. And head coach John Gross giving Young a little bit of a lesson there as we get the 3 free throws from Mitchell. The 6'5" redshirt sophomore makes the first. Yeah, Mitchell had a hard time getting going yesterday against the Miners. But he's made the first 2 of those, and he gets 1 more. Yesterday, Mitchell with just 13 points on 3 of 10 shooting. He was 6 of 8 from the line.
And all 13 was in the second half.
That's right. Misses that one, but we've got the Zips doubling up the Tigers with 14 minutes left to play here in our opening half.
They went back to that zone.
Here's Young with 15 on the clock.
There it is.
Yep.
Hartman, missed a tough one. Offensive rebound.
Seen a lot, again, of Akron controlling the glass here in the first half. Another 3-pointer. This one's no good as well, but kept alive.
Floater.
So many opportunities. Another 3, and that
3.
one is good from
And
Bowen Hardman. And it looks like we might get a foul on that shot, which will go on Akron's Okonkwo, but I believe they're going to count the 3.
Yeah. It was a push after the shot had already went in.
Lyles will check back into the game for Okonkwo. 3 team fouls now on each, the Zips and the Tigers.
Akron already has 6 offensive rebounds.
Man, they are getting it done on that glass, and so many second chance points so far.
Mm-hmm. They might want to get out of that zone. Good hands. Oh, you got to shoot that.
Menzel will. Couldn't get it to go. And all alone for the rebound, the Zips, and Scott taking it up the floor to Young. Spin move.
Good flare.
Wide open 3, and it's good.
Nice.
Just like that, Scott connects from downtown, and it's a 10-point lead.
It's going to be a long night if they stay in that zone.
Here's Reyna with it. Reyna over to Menzel with 13 on the clock. Tough 3, and that
Big
one's
shot.
good.
They needed that.
Wow.
Really big shot. They really needed that.
From Hoover. And the Tigers now cut the lead to 7.
Good.
Yep. Lyles
got to be ready to shoot the ball.
kicks it out to Johnson. There's way off. And that one is taken by Jackson State.
Jackson State finally got out of that zone. That's good. Stay in man.
Menzel will fire a 3. And
Big
he
shots.
hits. So Ramel Menzel brings the Tigers to within 4.
And if he's able to shoot those threes.
Lyles way off on that 3.
See, I don't. Those threes, he could be able to have a good night.
I don't mind the zone defense from Jackson State if they can grab rebounds on the long misses.
Yep, that is true.
14-10 our score as Menzel thought about the 3. Wide open for the easy lay-in was Jamie Mitchell Jr. And suddenly it's a 2-point game.
Lyles fell asleep on that one. Let his man go back door.
We've got a timeout on the floor with 11:27 left here in the first half. The Tigers climbing back into this game. They trail Akron by 2. Jackson State back in this game thanks to an 8-0 run over the last minute and 4. And they've been getting it done both with the threes as well as going inside.
Yep, and attacking the basket. Quick 8-0 run in a minute. So hopefully that can get them going so we can have a competitive game. But I see Jackson State is starting to pick up full court, probably try to get some pressure, knock them out of their sets.
Here's Tavari Johnson being played by Kavion Hunt. Jackson State back in their man. The long three was off. Yep. And here comes Jackson State with a chance to tie or take the lead on a 3. They go right into Manziel.
Yeah,
Manziel's strong.
He's too big.
Oh, he grabs almost a three-point opportunity. He'll go to the line, though. You're right. Overpowering Akron that time, and I'm sure as you check the replay, look at what he's doing, just muscling up on 3 zips.
Yeah, and I like it. He did not hesitate. As soon as he seen that matchup, took him right down low. Almost got an and one, but hopefully he can get both these free throws in. Tie the game up. And
couldn't make the first. We've seen a lot of Ramel Manziel these last couple of days. What impresses you the most about watching his game?
He's versatile. I mean, he can handle the ball. He got a good post game, as we've seen down there, and he's active.
He misses both. Yep. So the Tigers still trail the Zips by 2. Akron with Johnson losing the handle on his way to the hoop.
Look up. Oh.
And just confident right back up. They thought there should have been a foul. Nothing called. As Gray has it, goes
pass.
inside.
Oh, missed layup.
Lyles couldn't finish the second opportunity. 2 good chances for Akron that time. They trap Johnson, and they get it loose.
Hardman.
Here's a 3. That's off the mark. So Akron continuing to shoot threes. They're 2 of 13 so far in the first half.
So you're right. They are daring them. Oh, that's a push. Yeah.
Foul's going to go on Hardman. 5 fouls now for Akron, 3 for Jackson State. And we're nearing the midway point of the first half. Good basketball game here from the Haskins Center. They work it out beautifully for a good three-point opportunity, and just like that, Jackson State takes the lead for the first time thanks to Tamarian Hoover. Gray with the strong take. He answers, and the foul.
It's a nice quick move going to the basket by Gray. Using that upper body strength.
You see how active he is, especially on that dribble drive take. He goes right in. Gray makes the three-point opportunity, gives the Zips the lead once again. The Tigers kept that lead for probably less than 10 seconds, but now it's a 17-15 game. Akron back in front.
Going back to the post.
15 on the clock.
Give it to him. There it is.
The big man has it.
Got to get out the way. There you
Grant
go.
all the way through.
Jump hook. Nice. Soft.
In and out. No good. He had it.
Yes, he did.
Didn't fall. Back the other way come the Zips. Here's Tavari for 3. No good. And we've got contact off the rebound. Foul's going to go against Akron that time. 6 fouls now, which means Jackson State will shoot free throws on the next foul call.
Wow.
Yep.
So they got to be smart here and start attacking the basket.
Problem is the Tigers are only 2 of 5 from the line.
From the line, so you got to knock them down.
Here's Reyna.
There it is. Big man.
Now Hoover. Approaching 10 seconds here on the shot clock. Oh, the big man wasn't ready, but Reyna says, thank you, I'll take it back. Off the loose ball, Manziel has it, keeps it alive for a fresh 20.
Set it back up, see if they can get big man down low.
Long 3 for Reyna. No good.
Deep 3.
Near steal, but Nate Johnson has it. Akron has some numbers. Johnson will set that offense up. There's a 3 from Tavari Johnson. That's too strong. Rebound fought for and pulled down by the Tigers. Here they come. Reyna with the fake. Spot up 3. Too strong as well.
He's going to shoot it again, though.
Another chance.
Ah, he missed it.
Now Tavari Johnson has it. 17-15, still our score.
To the paint.
Tough shot for Johnson. That's too strong. And on the box out, we've got bodies falling and
free
a
throws.
whistle. And that'll take us into our next timeout. 8 minutes exactly left to go here in the first half of action. The Zips still leading the Tigers just by 2 here at the WestStar Don Haskins Sumble Invitational. Kids love this holiday tournament. As you can tell, they're here early and they're going to be enjoying 2 games for the UTEP-Yale championship following this one. Meanwhile, Akron with the 2-point lead. They're shooting just 26% from the field in this one, Leonard, but that 18-12 rebounding advantage is keeping them ahead for the moment.
Yeah, with those 9 offensive rebounds. They just got to make sure they knock down their free throws. Both teams are struggling at the free throw line right now.
That's true. Jackson State's just 2 of 5, and Akron 3 of 5. And we could be seeing some free throws here over the final 8 minutes. With the Zips now 6 team fouls, and the Tigers with 5. Here's Nate Johnson with it.
See if he can
strong move in the paint.
Too hard.
Yep.
Offensive rebound.
Kept alive by Okonkwo. Okonkwo with the fake.
Nice. Wow. Nice strong move.
So James Okonkwo, the senior from Maidenhead, England, able to extend the lead to 4.
Watch the lob, yep.
There's the lefty, Reyna. Can't get the 3 to fall. And here come the Zips yet again with Johnson leading the charge. Johnson from the foul line. Too strong, but he'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
Hopefully these free throws can get him going. He's still struggling. Scores some.
And Nate Johnson will go to the line. Johnson is 75% foul shooter this season. And he makes his first. One thing I like about Nate's game is it's smooth. You can tell the way he plays. Strong, 6'3", 205, and knows what he wants to do when he has the basketball.
Yep, he plays at his own speeds, never rushed.
Yep. That second one, no good. We've got a jump ball call, and that's going to go to Jackson State this time around. Back into the game for Jackson State now is Delisle Williams, the 6'3", 200-pound sophomore from Compton, St. John Bosco High School. As Hunt has it for the Tigers, looking to get closer in this one.
Good ball moving. Keep it moving. Go to the basket. Oh, he's trying to dunk. Okay.
Draws the contact, and Dylan Cannaville will be shooting some free throws as a result.
Way to be strong attacking the basket.
Here it is again.
Jump 2 feet.
I've always felt like players like this, sometimes the stronger you go to the hole, especially if you're trying to dunk, there's going to be a lot of contact on your way up.
Yeah, a whole lot of contact. Smart of him to go with 2 hands so he can control it.
First free throw good from Cannaville. 6'5" junior from Plantation, Florida. Cavalry Christian Academy.
Got Gray back in, now Lyles.
Yesterday, Cannaville finished with 4 points on 15 minutes against the Miners. That free throw is too strong. So it's a 4-point game. Zips have led for much of it.
They're going back to that zone.
Oh, beautiful feed inside. They worked it back around for the 3. Gray too strong, and
Over the back.
official says stay right here. Our officials today: Trent Lovewell, Jake Hers, and Courtney Holmes.
So now we got both teams in the 1-and-1 with 6 minutes left. It might come down to see who's going to hit the most free throws to get the win.
It's a good point. Lyles short on that first one.
Yep.
Rebound cleared by the Tigers. They were beautiful feed, but it was intercepted. Good anticipation by the Zips. And Seth Wilson.
Carry.
Yep. Turning it right back over again to the Tigers. Sloppy play at times.
Sloppy play, yes. And they had numbers. He should have kicked it to the far right.
4 turnovers for Akron, 6 for Jackson State. So it's 20-16 our score.
Got Young back on the court. Love his defense intensity. Oh.
15 on the clock. Here's Mitchell.
Good backdoor.
Oh, beautiful feed.
Good block.
Nice rejection on the reverse. Ball kept alive.
Like it's off grade to me. Yep.
You see on the replay, it was a beautiful bounce pass. Tough move for Hunt, and he was rejected by Lyles. That's right.
There we go.
Tough turnaround shot. That's short by Manziel. And here comes Akron back the other way. Up, picked off, and now 2-on-1 opportunity. Here's Hunt. All the way to the rack. Count it, and the foul.
Great job. Way to attack Young there on that layup.
When the Tigers do get an opportunity to run like that time, they try to make the most of it, and that's exactly what happened there. 4-point game, chance to make it a 3-point game. With Kavion Hunt, the junior from Jackson, Mississippi, going back to the line.
I like the shoes. He got the new Kobe's on.
How's your shoe collection there, Leonard?
Oh, it's mainly work shoes now.
But you still follow everything. You know the new Kobe's when you need to see it.
Yeah, my son is 15, so I have no choice but to follow him. Good move.
Strong take.
Oh, no
Nothing
foul?
called as Manziel hit the deck.
Must have called it because he went straight up.
There's a good opportunity, but too strong from Wilson. And again, Tigers have it back. Both teams struggling here shooting the basketball.
Yes, they are.
In the first half. Manziel.
Finally got one to go.
Yes, he does.
Nice and smooth.
2 for 3 from the floor for Manziel, and it's a 2-point game. Near steal. There's a 3. Short.
Short.
Again, Akron's three-point shooting has been horrible here in the first half. We're tied at 20 with 4:30 left to play.
Oh, good defense by Scott.
He
He's
comes
smart
out
with it.
all the way through, took the Euro step, but
too
couldn't
much
get
spin.
couldn't
Too
get
much
the
English.
layup to go. Tigers have it right back the other way.
See if they can get
Here's
a three.
Hunt for three. No good.
Nope.
And the Zips pull it right back down and go again. Here's
Scott.
Tavari with it. He'll shoot the three. That's an air ball. And it goes back to Jackson State. Akron is 2 of 17 now from three-point range here in the first half.
Yeah. Like you mentioned earlier, maybe they are daring them to shoot threes.
Well, when you're shooting 2 of 17,
yeah.
I'd rather have you try to shoot as many of those as
Yes,
possible.
Yes. But it's tough because it's a lot of wide open looks. Somebody just got to step up and knock it down.
The scary thing is if the Zips start making threes,
Yes.
then you wonder what'll happen.
Got to give it to them.
Oh, they almost had it. Here's Williams. Nice fake. Williams.
Nice.
Nothing but net
Nice.
from Delisle Williams.
Nice,
And
simple one-dribble pull-up.
Tigers back in front here.
Oh,
And
bad.
a steal. Williams again. Oh, he couldn't finish. Now the Zips have some numbers themselves. Scott's ball was kicked out of bounds, and that'll take us to our final media timeout of the half. It's been a good one, though, for the Tigers. They've come back, and they've taken the lead on the Zips 22-20 here in the first half at the Don Haskins Center. Jackson State has trailed by as many as 10 here in the first half. However, they've come all the way back now to take a 22-20 lead. And, Leonard, when you look at three-point shots so far, the Tigers are 3 of 10. However, Akron 2 of 19, which means they are 5 of 11 from inside the three-point line in this game.
Yep, and that's why they got 0 points in the last 4 minutes as well. But 19 threes just in one half, and we still got 3 minutes left. I mean, sometimes just shooting 19 threes in one game is high, but they keep putting them up.
7-0 run for the Tigers, which gives them the lead. Akron will have the basketball following that timeout. Nate Johnson will be inbounding for the Zips.
See if they can get something going to the basket.
It's Hardman and Scott playing catch with 17 on the clock. Hardman will fire the three, and that's again off, and that has been the story, though. Lots of offensive
He set his
rebounds.
feet on that one. And
couldn't get that one to go, but what an offensive rebound by Okonkwo.
Oh, you got to leave it up.
And he draws the contact.
Foul. Go to the free throw line.
One thing John Gross is happy about with his team is they've done a terrific job on the offensive glass, especially here in the first half.
Yes, they have 13 offensive rebounds. That's what's actually keeping them in the game, shooting that many threes. They get those offensive rebounds.
Free throws now for Okonkwo. And he makes the first, so he'll get the bonus. Both teams with 8 fouls. This to tie the game. And he gets the shooter's bounce. So we're all tied at 22 as Gray will check back into the game for the Zips, and he'll replace Bowen Hardman. Akron now 2 of 21 from downtown in the first half. There's a 3 for Mitchell,
nice.
And it's nothing but net.
Nice by Mitchell.
You know the Tigers would love to get Jamie Mitchell going.
Yes, yes.
Gray with an answer.
Man.
Strong move.
Upper body strength.
Fearless on his way to the hole.
Finally got something going to the basket.
So Isaiah Gray draws the Zips to within 1.
When they were up by 10 earlier in the game, is because they was attacking the basket, getting 2 feet in the paint. They got to get back to doing that.
Scoring starting to pick up a little bit here as well.
Ooh, nice move.
But Hunt loses it, and back the other way comes Gray, leading the charge.
One more pass.
They move it around. Johnson for 3. Tavari Johnson hits just the 3rd 3-point shot of the first half for the Zips.
That was a big one.
It is a big one. And it looks like that rare 4-point opportunity because there was a foul away from the shot.
Looked like it was on Menzel. Yep.
So now James Okonkwo goes back to the line with an opportunity to extend the Zips lead following that 3-ball from Tavari Johnson. And he'll get another one, too. So that you don't really see 5-point plays very often.
Nah, you're doing it all. And I thought usually you get one over that. Or at least
I'm not exactly sure how we could get a 5-point play out of this, but that's exactly what happened. So the Zips were down 25-24. They come out of that with 5 and now have a 4-point lead.
Yep. Give it to him. Reverse pivot. Yep. And attack. Smart.
Spins in the lane. Yep. Menzel couldn't get it to go, though.
That's a nice move.
Scott over to Gray. He'll set up the offense with 20 on the shot clock now for the Zips.
You know Johnson is thinking to the basket.
Oh, rejected by Menzel.
Menzel, he's long.
Hunt all the way through. He loses the ball on his way to the hole. Grant will check back into the game along with Hoover. Mitchell will sit, and so will Canaville.
Let's see if Hoover could get back going. He had 6 quick points earlier.
Beautiful inbounds, and just like that, a designed basket for Delisle Williams. And the Tigers cut it to 2.
Wide open shot.
Johnson too strong, but
rebounds.
Again, Okonkwo
you got to be smarter than
battling Grant.
You got to be smarter than that.
So Okonkwo goes back to the line, and the big man will pick up his 3rd personal.
Foul trouble yesterday, foul trouble again today. But those are dumb fouls. Got to be smarter than that.
It's a 2-shot opportunity, but the first one's short for Okonkwo. Grant will now sit with 3. And back in the game is Canaville. Okonkwo's second free throw good.
Next one.
Yep. So a 3-point lead for the Zips as we approach 1 minute here in the first half. Hunt will call time, and Mo Williams will want to draw it up for his Tigers.
Quick 30-second timeout.
We'll keep it here. Reminder that the Miners will battle it out with the Yale Bulldogs. That game will tip 30 minutes following this contest. Depending on how long this game goes, we should be seeing a approximate 7:30 tip, but that could always change a little bit.
Championship Saturday. Hopefully we could get some more fans in here tonight from the Friday game and Saturday.
Well, where else do you want to be on a Saturday night, Leonard? Right here at the Don Haskins Center.
Dime.
That's right.
So get your Christmas shopping out the way and come and join us.
Jackson State will play their next game at Cal Baptist coming up on Saturday the 28th, a week from today. While the Zips, after this one, will battle it out with Princeton on the 30th of this month.
See what Mo Williams drew up. Oh, smart by Akron. They went into a zone, so whatever Mo did draw up.
Manziel going to go strong to the hole. Great take, couldn't get it to go.
Good rebound. Don't foul.
Okonkwo has been valuable here in the first half.
Yes, he has.
On both sides for Akron. Scott with a strong take. Blocked out of bounds from Cannaville. But it will stay Zips ball, and Akron going to think it over with 27.8 seconds left to go. There's about a 6-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
Coach going to see if he can draw up something now to get them a quick bucket.
This game has been back and forth since really the opening tip, and you talked about it. Akron did have a 10-point lead, but Jackson State immediately went on that run and even took the lead here in this first half.
Yes, Akron was shooting too many threes, and shoot that many threes is long rebounds, which was causing Jackson State to get a bunch of layups, driving to the hole. And they got a couple threes in too as well, so let's see what they're going to draw up right here, see if they can get a quick bucket.
Akron just 2 of their last 12 from the field. They're shooting 24%, 13% from 3, 64% from the line.
I don't think I've ever seen 23 three-pointers put up in one half. Oh, man.
Nearly intercepted, and it was. Here comes Jackson State for the layup, and Delisle Williams able to convert and draw the Tigers to within 1. The Zips can play for the last shot now.
Yeah, that's what Coach is yelling out, too. One shot.
We'll see if they listen. 10 left. Oh, they nearly walked. Okonkwo misses, and the Tigers could actually take the lead in the last 4 seconds. Let's see. Here's Hunt. Pull-up shot.
Oh, what was that?
And looked like a pump fake hesitation all in midair.
I think he could have went to the basket. He had a big man on him. He should have attacked.
Meanwhile, we've played 20 minutes of basketball, and not much has been settled. Akron with that 1-point lead here, 30-29. We'll come back with more. Our halftime coverage continues from the Don Haskins Center. WestStar Don Haskins Sun Bowl Invitational. One of the traditions here for the WestStar Don Haskins Sun Bowl Invitational, the mini dribblers.
The mini dribblers.
Leonard, I almost wish you could give us your breakdown of these two teams and how they're all going to be competing to try to win here at the half.
Yes, I love it.
Well,
see if we could get a bucket in there. No.
Almost. It's 30-29, Zips leading the Tigers here at the half in our consolation game of the 63rd annual WestStar Don Haskins Sun Bowl Invitational. Let's take a look at the highlights, and we'll show you what happens.
Yeah, here Akron actually attacking the baskets earlier, which would help them get a 10-point lead. Johnson had 2 feet in the paint almost the whole first half, so hopefully they can get back to that. And then that actually leads to a lot of floaters here in the paint. And then they hit a couple threes, but I really thought they shot too many threes. But Hardman right here, as you can see, they one of the ones that they got to go in.
3 of 23 from downtown.
And I believe we're going to see the 3 that they hit, but not the 23 that they missed. But I like it when they are attacking the basket. Gray, big body. He had a lot of those earlier. Hopefully he can do that in the second half.
He's been active as well, talking about James Okonkwo, you see right there.
Offensive rebounds. They had a lot of those, too, as well, that led to some easy buckets in the first half. So let's see if Gray can keep it going.
Akron built a lead as many as 10. They actually led for 16 of those 20 minutes, but here's what Jackson State was able to do.
Yeah, they was also able to attack. I liked the earlier by Hoover. He had 6 quick points, went to the bench, so hopefully he can start shooting again in the second half to keep that energy going. And then big man here, long man, Manziel, knocking down that 3. I like his activity as well, so hopefully he can keep that going.
Beautiful look there for Ramel Manziel over to Mitchell.
Attacking the paint right here, getting a nice little and one using that upper body strength. And then here we go with Manziel again. Nice and smooth pull-up jump shot, nothing but net.
More Tiger highlights. This time it was Williams.
Yeah, Williams need to be more aggressive also too as well. He has a nice stroke, so hopefully he can get a couple more of those pull-up jump shots, but you don't want Mitchell to get going because we know he can light it up.
That's true. And these kids can also light things up as they are definitely in the midst of a battle here at halftime, trying to see who will win between these mini dribblers. And, I mean, they have the baskets down low. We've got lots of players battling for the basket, fighting all the way down on the floor, as you could tell. Even the same team is fighting right now to see if
so can you
they
call
can come
a jump
up with
ball
it.
when it's the same team?
That would be something to see, that's for sure. But, hey, as they continue to give us some halftime fun, we will come back with plenty more here of our own at the Don Haskins Center.
Hey, we got a bucket. There we go.
We do. Zips leading the Tigers.
With the gritty.
30-29. We'll keep it going right after this. Halftime as we continue from the Don Haskins Center. It's Jackson State trailing Akron by a point, 30-29. As we continue out here, Steve Kaplowitz along with Leonard Owens. Courtside at the Don Haskins Center. Leonard, you look at the way the stats read, and so far, all Akron on the glass. They're out rebounding Jackson State 34-21. However, with all those three-point shots, that's one of the reasons why right now the Tigers are just 1 point down heading into the second half.
Yeah, and out of that, they got 15 offensive rebounds, so that's also a key for Akron. But we got a close game here. I think it's going to come down to also the free throws. Both teams are missing a lot of free throws, so whoever can hit the most free throws in the second half probably will pull out a win.
Akron just 9 of 14 from the line. However, Jackson State 3 of 8 from the foul line. We saw both teams go into the line almost the last 8 minutes of the first half, so it'll be interesting to see if that repeats itself here in the second half. Jackson State right now being led by Jamie Mitchell Jr. He has 7 points, 6 each for Tamarian Hoover and Delisle Williams. For Akron, they are being led by James Okonkwo, has 8, Tavari Johnson with 6, and Isaiah Gray with 5. When we return, now that both teams are back on the floor, we will get you ready for the start of the second half here from the Don Haskins Center on the campus of the University of Texas, El Paso. 30-29 from the WestStar Don Haskins Sun Bowl Invitational. A little more than a minute away from the start of our second and final half of basketball here at the Don Haskins Center. Welcome back, everybody. The Akron Zips with a 30-29 lead over the Jackson State Tigers. If you're just tuning in, we will be 30 minutes away from the championship game at the conclusion of this one. So it'll be the UTEP Miners and the Yale Bulldogs, the second of our doubleheader, and our fourth game in just 2 days for the WestStar Don Haskins Sun Bowl Invitational. And as fans make their way down, we will see more and more people come in getting ready for the title game. And in the meantime, if you are the Tigers right now and head coach Mo Williams, you realize you're just 1 point back and would love to get your first win of the season here tonight in El Paso. Meanwhile, for the Zips of Akron, they are 6-4, but 0-2 on neutral sites. You know they would love to improve to 7-4 on the season and pull away here in the second half. So a lot of good storylines heading into this one as both teams now getting set to begin second half play, with Jackson State wearing their road grays and Akron State in their road blues. In fact, the Sun Bowl Basketball Tournament Committee wanted to give Jackson State the opportunity to wear their home uniforms for the first time this season. But from what I understand, Jackson State wasn't exactly sure where they were, so instead they opted with the road grays as Nate Johnson falls down and turns it over. Let's see if he's okay. Yep, he is. Just slipped on the floor, and the ball will go back to the Tigers with a chance to take the lead here in their first possession of the second half. Mitchell with 20 on the clock. Now to Menzel. Ramel Menzel has been a force here for Jackson State. Mitchell with a nice fake, and he winds up for three, but he's from Hoover. But again, a offensive rebound, something we saw Akron do throughout the first half, controlling the glass. 6 seconds on the clock for Reyna. Reyna on the drive. Tough shot. Couldn't get it to fall. But the ball comes out, and another opportunity for the Tigers. Jackson State doing exactly what their opponents did here in the first half. 10 on the clock now. Menzel with three. Spins. Shoots. No good. And Gray will pull it down, and the Zips finally get it back. All the way through, and in transition, the layup from Musame Kamali. And the lead is up to 3. Here's Mitchell with 18 on the clock. Pull-up jump shot is off. And the ball will go out of bounds, but unable to capitalize while the Zips have it back and have a chance to extend that three-point lead. Sharon Young taking the ball up the floor now for Akron.
Attacking that paint. Nice.
Beautiful.
Quick move.
All the way in for the layup. Untouched. And the lead is up to 5.
Yeah, that's way too easy. Can't let him turn the corner like that and get an easy layup.
Jamie Mitchell now back the other way for the Tigers. Setting up the offense. Mitchell being doubled. Menzel with it with 10.
Oh, travel.
Yep.
Oh, he called the foul first.
Bailed out.
Yes, he was.
By the official, Jake Hers. And you're right. Let's take a look at the replay. Looked like it was good defense.
Yeah, it was. He had his hands up.
Shema Scott will check back into the game. Will replace Musame Kamali.
Get out of that corner.
Menzel is trapped.
Yeah,
Menzel
that's the
jump
worst
ball.
thing to do. You got to get out of that corner.
Jump ball will go back to the Tigers with 16 on the clock. Good defense, though, from Akron. We've seen that. Jackson having a tough time getting in. Now they finally do.
Got it in there. See if they can get it, the big man down low.
Yep.
Yeah,
Gray
smart.
doubled, kicks it out. And now here's Reyna with 6 on the clock. Inside.
Jump over.
Menzel
Nice and
able to get it
smooth.
going. Ramel Menzel. And it's a 3-point game.
Nice smooth shot.
7 now for Menzel.
Lyles. for
And he
three.
answers.
There
Just
we go.
like that. Amani Lyles has something to say. That's his first points of the game. 37-31. Zips by 6.
Like that defense.
Near steal. Gray able to,
Nice.
now he loses it. Here's Lyles the other way.
And one.
Oh, what a move from Amani Lyles.
Quick 5-0 run just by Lyles.
You see Lyles positioning and able to get really great hustle.
Yes, it
He
was.
pokes it away from Shannon Grant, and he's right there to convert for now a 3-point opportunity.
And that was smart by Young, too. Just took one dribble and advanced it. Now let's see if they can go to the line to get this and one.
Lyles is 0 for 1 from the line. Make that 0 for 2.
There's
Lead will stay 8, 39-31. Tigers with just 2 points here to start the second half. Here's Samuel
One more
kicking it
pass.
out with 8.
Be ready to shoot. You got to be ready to shoot.
Williams out to Menzel. He's going to have to shoot
Yes.
somebody, and that's great defense
Good
and a
defense.
shot clock violation.
Got to be shot ready. That drive coach is crazy.
Well, I'll tell you what, John Gross has got to be thrilled with the way his Akron Zips are D'ing up right now here in the second half.
Yeah, whatever he told them at halftime, they actually coming out here and executing it.
Akron with the basketball and the 8-point lead. So we approach 16 minutes left to play in this one.
Got to keep moving.
Yep, here's Gray in the paint.
Good
Beautiful
pass.
bounce pass. 10 on the clock. They work it back inside, and the ball will be batted out, but it'll stay Akron ball with 6 left on the shot clock. The Tigers came into the second half down by 1, but the Zips have opened up the lead. It's now an 8-point game here from the Don Haskins Center. Akron has jumped out to a 9-2 run here to start our second half on 4 of 4 shooting, including 1 for 1 from downtown where they were 3 of 23 in the first half. Meanwhile, Jackson State just 1 of 6. That's why the Zips have a 39-31 lead. And a kick ball. Let's see here. We've got the, yep.
But if it's a kick, Yeah, it's a kickball.
So they're going to reset the shot clock, which had 6. Now it's going to go to 20 seconds following the kickball. So a break for the Zips. Sharon Young will inbound the basketball for Akron. Over to Gray.
Forcing it.
Yep. The Tigers have it back the other way. Samuel with it now. They get the ball in to Mansell.
Yep.
With Okonkwo playing him. Too strong on the jumper.
Young, let's see if Young going to attack the basket.
Scott now.
Good pass.
There's Young.
Real
and Young
good pass.
Hits the 3. So Sharon Young able to bury it. And now it's an 11-point game for the Zips. Largest lead of the game for Akron. Let's see if Jackson State has some fight left in him here. Trailing by 11.
Yeah, they was down by 10 in the first half and came back. So let's see if this is a big shot here.
Way off the mark from Ramel Menzel. And Gray has it the other way.
Oh,
just
right
off the hands of Young. And now Samuel will have it.
Good defense by Gray.
Yep. And that forces the turnover on Cannaville. You know, the one player we haven't seen from Akron in a while is Tavari Johnson.
Oh, you're right. I wonder what happened with Johnson.
So we'll have to see. Tavari Johnson played 12 minutes in the first half. Played a couple of minutes here in the second half, but I think Akron's just building that lead with him on the bench, and they're rolling. That 3 was off the mark. Tigers nearly lost it. Zips hustle and grab the rebound. Scott for 3.
That's huge.
Yep.
Huge hustle, getting out of hustle.
Second chance opportunities, and the lead has grown to 14.
Timeout coming.
And Mo Williams wants to talk it over. So the Zips were only 2 out of 23 from downtown in the first half. They are 4 for 4 here in the second half from three-point land, and that's why a 1-point game is now a 14-point game. 45-31 as the Zips blow it open. An 11-0 run over the last 2 minutes and 59 seconds from the Akron Zips has taken a 2-point game and turned it into a 14-point run. 3 turnovers for Jackson State has led to that, and their scoring drought is now 3 minutes and 10 seconds. So let's see if they can get back into this one, Leonard.
And it's the energy. You can tell by Akron's energy right now. They're really focused here. Oh, they got to be a foul. They really focused here in that second half. So whatever the coach was telling them at halftime, they actually bringing that energy here in the second half. I mean, going on a quick run.
Sharon Young will be whistled for the foul, as Kavion Hunt was heading to the rim. So he'll shoot free throws. Jackson State just 3 of 8 from the line. Hunt is just 0 for 1 thus far, but it'll be a 2-shot foul. And he'll get the drought to end after an 11-0 run.
Yeah, and they needed to see something go in.
Tigers are going to need a lot, though, to just get back into this one.
Yes, they are. They had to fix that.
Yep.
They had it on Young.
They're going to give the foul to Nate Johnson. First foul for Nate.
See if he can get this second free throw to get in. They need something to get going. And he does.
So the lead is 12, 45-33. Here's Scott for Akron. Scott and Young have been in the backcourt together for much of the second half. We have not seen Johnson, talking about Tavari Johnson.
Travel.
Yep. That's just the 12th turnover now for the Zips.
Gray comes back in.
And Nate Johnson will sit. Johnson just with 1 point so far. Nate Johnson. Gray back into the game. He's got 5 for Akron. Strong take. Too strong, however, from Hunt. And back the other way come Tigers. Let's see if they can get a second opportunity here. Hunt couldn't get it to fall. But he hustles and tracks down. Nope.
He was already out.
Yep. You know, that's an interesting play because it looked like the ball was going out of bounds from Akron.
It was.
But as Hunt tried to keep it alive and touched it on the line, he turns it over to the Zips.
Yeah, he must have didn't see it, but it was clearly out on Akron.
45-33 our score. Zips with the ball and in control.
Harding.
Another three-pointer from Young. That's too strong, but kept alive by Okonkwo.
Rebound. Floater. We got to shoot that.
Yep. Almost. Bodies falling. And let's see who they're going to whistle for the foul. Yep, they're going to call the foul on Okonkwo. So the ball will go back to the Tigers. Here's Samuel with it.
See, Jackson State really need to get something going here.
They do. Akron playing a man that's really working for them here in the second half.
It really is. There you go. Nice double. Nice double. You can't reach. Bailed them out.
With 10 seconds on the shot clock. And now we're going to see Tavari Johnson back for the Zips. Good job by Sharon Young coming off the bench and really sparking Akron during this run.
Yes, he was second half offensively and especially defensively as well.
4 team fouls now for Akron, 1 for Jackson State. Hunt tried to go inside. The ball will be last touched by Jackson State and go back to Akron.
Yeah, you get that far underneath the basket, you might as well shoot the ball. Got to utilize that floater. I'm sure he practiced that a lot.
So Johnson has it for the Zips. Beautiful feed, but in front of 2 different players. You got to be careful.
Yep, got to be smart.
Turns it over.
Yeah, good defense by Young there.
Samuel with it. Lost the handle as he was trying to go through. And another turnover for the Tigers.
Yeah, both teams are starting to turn it over here.
Johnson got away with his travel. Yep, they're going to call it. And another turnover, which will take us to a timeout. 11 minutes, 47 seconds left to play in this one. Zips leading the Tigers 45-33 as we continue on CBS 4.2. Fans dressing up tonight.
It's a really cool hat.
Yeah. Do you own anything like that?
Nah, that's a little bit too much for me, but hey, 'tis the season.
Jackson State hasn't scored in the last 2 minutes. They're 0 for their last 4 from the field. However, they have not been able to get any close despite 4 turnovers in the last 2.5 minutes from the Zips. And as you can tell, turning it right back over
again.
Yep. No rhythm. And you wonder, you know, when you're 0-11, and this has happened so many times, you see by the body language, Jackson State just doesn't seem right now to have that same kind of fire like they had in the last 5 minutes of yesterday's game.
Yeah, you're right about that. I mean, it's just all about confidence. You got to believe in yourself.
That ball was not even close.
Flat. Shot it way too flat.
Wilson was fouled on the rebound. Nope, they're going to call Wilson for the foul on the box out. The ball will stay with Akron. That's 2 fouls now on the Tigers, 3 fouls on the Tigers, 4 on the Zips. So we're still a ways away from free throws. But Akron gets it back with a 12-point lead.
Jackson State just needs somebody just
Tough
to come
catch
in
and
and give
shoot.
them some type of energy.
Yep. Hardman couldn't get it to fall off the inbounds. They do. You wonder who that's going to be. You figure it's got to be Manziel, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
They're trying to get it into him.
Yep.
It looks like we've got a foul. It's going to go on Gray. As Nate Johnson and Amani Lyles checking back into the game. Gray will sit along with Okonkwo.
Looked like it was a push in the back.
Yep.
You can have one bended elbow, but you can't have 2 in his back. That's going to be a foul called every play. See, there by Gray pushing.
Tigers trying to get it in. They finally do. Menzel with it.
Lyles.
Good matchup with Menzel and Lyles. Menzel trying to use the body. Tough shot. In and out. Couldn't get it to fall, but it stays alive.
Rebound.
Yep. 3-pointer. That's too strong.
Another offensive rebound.
They're going to call the foul on Menzel. Yep. Jackson State just, the shots aren't falling this half. And again, when shots aren't falling and you're down by 12, it's tough to keep yourself in this one.
Yeah, they just got to find somebody with some type of energy to get them going. But like you said, it's the body language. You can look at all of their faces.
Mm-hmm. Menzel 3 of 13 from the field. Beautiful feed over to Johnson.
Good
and
pass.
A wide open three for Nate
There
Johnson.
we go.
And Nate able to bury it.
I'm sure he's happy to see that go in finally.
There's an answer from Reyna. Yep.
The lucky lefty, maybe that can get him going.
Like you said, Tigers need something. Scott winds up and he answers.
But you cannot trade baskets.
Nope. Sudden burst of offense from these two teams, but the Zips still lead it by 14. Reyna again. That time no good. Tigers crash the glass.
See who they call it off of.
And it's going to stay Jackson State ball. You hear in the background Akron coach John Gross telling he wants his team to be more physical.
Yep.
Hardman will sit.
Corner three. Got to stay out that corner.
Shot will not count. Instead, the foul is going to go on Amani Lyles. And suddenly, the Zips. Looks like 16 fouls to the next one. Jackson State will be shooting.
Everybody just standing.
Oh. Calling the 5 seconds. You're right.
Nobody even moved. Like, I know that cannot be their out of bounds play.
So Tavari Johnson has it for the Zips with a 14-point lead.
Ball movement. Keep it moving.
15 on the clock.
There you go.
Well,
What was that?
It was I guess trying to find Nate Johnson down low, but bounce pass a little too far for him. Akron turning it over again. 16 turnovers in the ball game. They get it into the big man.
Yep. Swing it. One more. Flat.
Yep, you're right. And nobody there for the rebound.
Oh.
As the Zips have it.
Throw it
They've
up.
got numbers. Oh,
Nice.
beautiful alley-oop.
Good.
Right into Scott, who lays it in, and the lead is now grown to 16.
Unselfish basketball. Way to move the ball. See if Reyna got a little pep in his step. He's feeling it a little bit. Yep.
Menzel pushes right out of the way, uses his body to control, couldn't get the shot to fall,
Good
but he
move.
will go to the line. Foul's going to go on Musime Kamali. Tried to stay with him, and it's tough.
Hand straight up, man. Yeah. That was a tough call right there.
Menzel a little frustrated, he couldn't get the shot to fall. So again, we talked about it, tough shooting night for Menzel. Reyna just 1 of 8, Mitchell 2 of 6, and wholesale changes right now for the Zips. One thing Akron has, they got a deep bench,
Yep.
and they're able to really utilize players, keep everybody fresh.
Yep.
Menzel's pair makes it a 14-point game. And Gray wants to drive.
Ooh, nice move by Johnson. Should have pulled. Ooh.
Beautiful feed.
Nice.
Johnson found Young, and Sharon extends the lead back to 16.
Y'all really like Young, especially as being a freshman, plays some big minutes. Talking on defense, staying in that position.
Yep. Mitchell with 7 on the clock. Goes to Reyna. Reyna with 3. He's going to have to put it up.
Got to put it up. Too hard. Good rebound.
Good defense from the Zips. Now here's Nate Johnson leaving it for Hardman. 3.
Oh.
Nope.
Don't let him set up.
There's a 3 for Mitchell. That's short. Again, Jackson State just can't get anything going here in the second half. As Young's pull-up jumper is good.
Nice shot by Young.
18-point game, largest lead of the night for Akron. And they are running away with this one here in the second half.
Move the ball too much one-on-one. Nobody else even got to touch the ball.
Nobody underneath for the rebound either.
Get a bucket here. Got to be a timeout.
Gray couldn't get it to go.
Get it.
He's there for the rebound. Falls down and ball goes out of bounds. Over to Jackson State. And as Gray gets helped up, we've got a timeout on the floor. All Akron Zips here in the second half. They've busted this one wide open, and they lead by 18 over the Jackson State Tigers. One of their last 13 from the field. That's what Jackson State is dealing with. They have not made a field goal in the last 3 minutes and 22 seconds. Meanwhile, the Zips exactly the opposite. 5 of their last 7. They're now up 18 with just 7 minutes left to go in this one.
Energy. You can tell it. Between looking at both teams, you can tell the difference of the game, and that's energy. It's too much one-on-one.
Yep.
Going on, and you see a lot of Akron sharing the ball. Everybody's getting the vibe.
What
Good
a block.
Man.
Yep. That time, Musame, Kamali, Sky for that one. Zips nearly turns it over. They get it back and set up the offense. They can work a little clock with this 18-point lead.
Mm-hmm. Move it. Make the defense have to move. Waste the clock, too, as well. Big
Gray
body,
with a strong take.
Body.
Draws the contact, will go to the line.
Smart, though, way to attack.
Foul's going to go on Delisle Williams.
Oh, they called it underneath on the floor.
Okay. Before the shot. When Gray makes up his mind and he's ready to drive, there is nothing stopping him.
Nobody's stopping him at all. Big body, he get that shoulder on you. Once again.
Yep.
Yep.
Beautiful feed inside. Now Nate Johnson will wind up for 3. That one's short. But Akron in position. And the loose ball, the foul on the rebound, going to go against Jackson State.
Yeah, that was a tough one there. Lacey pushed him.
Yep.
Let's see if he pushed him.
Wilson trying to box out.
Oh, yeah, he clearly pushed him. It was on 55.
On Samuel.
There's Gray. He's feeling it. He's feeling it.
He hits. That's the kind of half it's been for the Zips. And Isaiah Gray, who has 8 in the game now. And suddenly Akron, who couldn't make a shot from downtown in the first half, has been on fire.
Right.
Strong take to the hole from Cannaville, but Yep. And nobody there underneath either. It's not good team basketball right now for Jackson State.
Another one.
And he hits it again.
He hits another one.
Isaiah Gray is on fire. 11 now for him. And the lead has grown to 24.
Quick. Man. Too much one-on-one.
What a block from Okonkwo.
Nobody else even got to touch the ball.
James Okonkwo said, get that out of here. Okonkwo now, I believe, has two or three blocks in the game. Yeah.
And they all look just like that.
It was a good design play, but the shot just couldn't fall. And that's how it's been for the Tigers here in the second half. They've been outscored 32-9 by the Zips.
Good defense. There you go.
Williams has it the other way. And now Hunt will try to set things up for the Tigers.
High pick and roll.
This was about the score yesterday with the same mark against the Miners when UTEP unloaded the bench. Yep. Jackson State made it interesting. Turned it right back over. Gray on the takeaway. Alley-oop. We thought Musime Kamali could have a highlight reel dunk. Back the other way, the easy lay-in for Hunt and the Tigers, who finally get a basket.
Off a missed dunk. That would have been nice if he would have got that to connect.
They wanted that highlight reel.
Yes, they did.
Nate Johnson from way out. In and out, no good. But again, rebound. That's what Akron does best.
Energy.
Yep. And they're going to call a time with 4 minutes and 1 second left to go. With a 22-point lead. Now, do you think they're going to empty out the bench similar? But, you know, they play with so many players. We've probably seen all these guys. So we'll come back. More in a moment. The lead is 22. We've got 4 minutes, 1 second left to play here from the Don. And the Zips are in total control. The kids know it. They're thinking to themselves, well, you know, it's been fun, but when's the UTEP game going to be starting?
When is the championship?
That's right. Miners will do battle 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one, when they take on the Yale Bulldogs in the championship of the 63rd annual WestStar Don Haskins Sun Bowl Invitational.
I'm excited for that matchup. It's going to be a good one.
We see some of the players, and pretty much Akron, you know, they've gone through their bench. They're pretty deep.
Yeah, they're deep.
We've seen a lot of these guys all game long. As Nate Johnson will inbound just in front of us. Over to Okonkwo. Officials are going to call a foul as Scott was driving in. Foul going to go on Delisle Williams.
Are we at 1-1 yet, or is it? Yep.
Looks like a 1-1.
Yes, we are.
1-1 for both teams.
I like that play call.
Yep. Scott will get the bonus. That was Scott's first trip to the line. Akron now 10 of 16 from the foul line. The Tigers of Jackson State 7 of 12. Scott makes a pair.
It's a whole lot easier to make them when you're up 20 points.
That's right.
No pressure.
24 is where we are right now. Under 4 minutes to play here in this one.
Way to stay with it. Kept his
Samuel
dribble.
needs to get some help. Finally does, with 12 on the shot clock. And now Hunt will set it up for the Tigers. That's the way it's been all half for Jackson State.
Yep, you are right.
Nate Johnson the other way. Too strong.
Too strong.
Rebound pulled down by Hoover. I'm sorry, by Wilson. Oh, what a news. That was a nice pick from Young. Oh,
nice.
The alley-oop slam to Okonkwo.
Nice pass by Young. He's everywhere.
What do you do in this point when you're down 26? How do you try to, just get out of there without this getting any worse?
You got to keep running your sets. Oh, that's a bad one. That's the second time he done fouled a three-point shooter. But, yeah, I mean, you just got to keep running your sets and stay with it.
Kavion Hunt will go to the line to shoot 3 when he hit the deck on that one. You're right. It's a tough spot, though.
It's a tough spot, yeah. I mean, you got to love his energy, though. He's been playing hard the entire game.
But you said something that was so true, and that was when the lead really started to grow earlier in this half, Jackson State needed something to try to spark them back, and they never came close to getting that.
Never at all. I mean, and I noticed with the coach, I mean, he was trying to bring in certain players off the bench, but they just all had that same non-energy, in them. So somebody had to come out here and, try to put any type of spark. And it ain't necessarily got to just be on offense. It could be defense saying, hey, you know what, I see Young got it going on the team. Let me guard him, coach, to slow it down. But they didn't have nothing from nobody.
No, even Menzel, who played so well yesterday, has really been held in check today.
Yep.
Hunt makes the second. In fact, when you look at Jackson State and you see this team really with only 42 points, I don't believe there's anybody in double figures right now for Jackson State. Menzel is the closest with 9.
Wow.
Hunt has 8. So nobody yet in double figures for the Tigers.
That's huge.
Meanwhile, Okonkwo has 10. Young has 11. Scott has 12. Balanced performance from Akron.
Still running their system, wasting clock. There go Young again. Foul. Ooh, good pass.
Okonkwo nearly got that one to go.
Offensive rebound.
Staying
Jump
alive.
ball.
Tied up by Williams. And I'm really impressed, though, with what I've had a chance to see today from Okonkwo.
Yes.
10 points, 14 rebounds in this one. And he's got, he has
2 key blocks. They still showing. I thought it was 3, but
2 blocks.
Got him down with 2.
That's right. Going to call a moving screen as Akron has emptied the bench. Number 20, Evan Wilson, checks into the game for the first time this tournament. He's a 6'2 senior from Noblesville, Indiana. And that's one of the few players we haven't seen yet in this tournament, but we get to see him for the final 222.
From Indiana, I'm sure he knows how to shoot the ball.
Maybe we'll see.
Maybe we'll see.
Hunt with it, with his Tigers down by 14.
Ooh.
What a swat. But it's kept alive for Jackson State. Hunt again. And he hits that three ball. So there's your first player in double figures for Jackson State. It's Kavion Hunt, but it's still a 21-point lead. Young, short on that one. And now Jackson State has some numbers. Nice Euro step move from Delisle Williams, able to make this
a 19-point
game.
Just run your sets, waste some clock.
Or do that.
Or do that.
Well, maybe the Tigers can get a couple of baskets to make this a little more respectable here in our final 75 seconds of play. Strong take to the hole from Dylan Cannaville, and he'll shoot some free throws. 1:05 left to play in a 66-47 game. Since we're not yet at 7 o'clock, it looks like the UTEP game could start a little before 7:30. First free throw from Cannaville was not good. Second one was. So, 18-point game, 1:05 left to play. Zips in control. Final minute with Shamaz Scott handling the basketball.
There it is.
There's your three.
Ooh, look good.
It did. Good rotation from Evan Wilson, but couldn't fall. But foul going to go against Jackson State on the miss.
And all his teammates stood up. They thought it was good. Would have been nice for him to get him his name on the stat sheet.
That's right. Amani Lyles will shoot some free throws instead. Lyles with 5 in the game. That was just the 8th team foul on Jackson State, so it was a 1-and-1. Lyles' first free throw. He was 0 for his previous 2, so now he's 2 for 4.
Takes it back to 20.
We've got 45 seconds left to play. As Kavion Hunt will take the ball up for the Tigers. Strong move from Cannaville. The Tigers get to 50.
Still got to get a shot up. Still 4 or 5 seconds in between the shot clock.
15 on the clock. Okonkwo leaving it for Young.
Good pass. They want to get him one.
Wilson, nice feed down low, but a jump ball. And it'll go to the Tigers with 11 seconds left. I liked where Wilson was going there.
Yes, I did.
And then you could tell how badly they want Wilson to score. Final 10 seconds here.
No foul.
Williams couldn't get it to go.
Got him another rebound.
Do it as Akron able to win their 7th game this season, improving to 7-4 on the year. While unfortunately for Jackson State, they leave El Paso with 2 more losses and are yet to win their first game of the season.
Yeah, but hopefully they can turn it around. I think you said they play again, next Friday will be their next game. So hopefully they can get it turned around. I'm sure Mo will start getting these guys up and ready to play before conference starts up. But, yeah, tough 2 losses for them here in El Paso.
No doubt about it. The final score, the Akron Zips defeat the Jackson State Tigers by a 68-50 final. And in this one, Akron was led by 4 players with double figures. Shamaz Scott had 12, Sharon Young with 11, Isaiah Gray with 11, and James Okonkwo with 10. Meanwhile, only one player in double figures, and that's Kavion Hunt for Jackson State. He finished with 11. Ramel Manzel with 9. And also Delisle Williams with 8 for Jackson State. Any final thoughts before we sign off?
Nah, I mean, that was a good matchup. A nice little warm-up before we get ready for this championship game. So the crowd is starting to come in. I'm sure the Diners going to be nice and loud supporting their Miners here for the championship game.
We'll join you again here in a little more than 30 minutes from now as UTEP and Yale get set to battle in the championship of the WestStar Don Haskins Sun Bowl Invitational.